Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 25, and today we are returning with two more games of our Tigers. I just take on Newcastle United and Manchester United, home and away. Before we play these games, though, I can show you how Hull have been getting on with camera, and also one more signing in the January transfer window. Just before I show you the signing, though, I do want to say something I missed in the last episode is that Sam Byram is leaving the club and going to Carrow Road come the end of the season for £1 million. Norwich put a bid in the transfer window before the last episode, but I forgot to mention it. Sorry about that. But yeah, we accepted it because Byram has done literally nothing for us since we signed him, other than score a comical own goal against Arsenal. So Norwich went for £1 million. They wouldn't mind me keeping him here for the rest of the season. And yeah, that's the end of that. So Byram's going, and what a waste of a signing that was. We still make a profit on the guy. That's the most bizarre thing about it all. But the signing we made was this Bosnian left back on transfer deadline day, Rusmir Smajic, who has instantly been loaned out to CSKA Moscow. Now, I had my eye on this guy last year. He looked pretty decent. We couldn't get a work permit for the guy. This year we could, and he's instantly been loaned out to Russia, and he's not going to get first team football here. He's got some alright stats. He's really quick, high stamina at 16 as well, teamwork 19, work rate 16 as well. Not too bad. It's a low risk signing. It's a very low gamble because his wages aren't very expensive, and he could become pretty decent in the future. But he might not, so it's just a low-risk signing, and that's the end of that. So he's gone out on loan to CSKA Moscow, and off-camera, I've played 3 games, not too many off-camera, whilst I've been away, and I'll show you what's happened. Now, of course, in the last episode, you saw our 1-0 victory over Aston Villa, and our 2-1 victory over Southampton. We then had back-to-back defeats, first at home to Newcastle in the FA Cup 4th round 2-0. Falcao missed a penalty, which would have put us 1-0 up in this game as well. How things could have been different, and so we're at the FA Cup, and then after that, we lost 2-0 at home to Chelsea as well. We did respond though. Our last game was a 3-1 victory over Derby County. Brian Donnelly netting what I think is his second hat-trick for the club, and Saidi got 2 assists as well, as we got a really big win at Pride Park as we won that game. And now, as you can see by the table, we are up to 11th place, and with 12 games to go, we've got 32 points. We're 11 points clear of Aston Villa and have 2 games in hand as well on the team. Are in 18th place right now. There's a gap between the bottom 3 and the teams above, which I really like, but it's so congested between 10th and 17th. There's just 5 points separating 10th to 17th. It's crazy how congested this is, but right now we're staying well clear of the relegation zone, and I absolutely love it. And of course, last season finishing in 14th place, season before in 14th place as well. I'm hoping to improve on that this year, get more points and a higher finish, and as things stand right now, we're on course to do that. And if we can beat Newcastle in the first game of today's episode, that will give us a really good boost ahead of our very tough next 4 games, which are against United, Spurs, Arsenal and Liverpool. I do believe, is that right? I think it is. United, Spurs, yeah, there we go, perfect. So first game today is against Newcastle United, and this is the team for the game. We stick with the 4-2-3-1 and the same instructions. We are playing some beautiful football with this right now, and I know that some of you guys were saying that I was trying to be a bit too neat and intricate with the short passing, the retained possession and whatnot, but that's the way I like it with Hull. We recycle the ball so well, we look for an opening, and I think that's what helps us be a lot more clinical in front of goal now. So staying in the same instructions and the same formation as well. And this is the team for the game. Raj is in goal, back for retirement, Dimov, Carter, Vickers and Walker Peters. In midfield, and Dai and Obiang. And further forward, Olivier on the left, Delafeu on the right, and Saidi staying as our advanced playmaker. He got 2 assists against Derby, played quite well. And I did say when we signed this guy, I fancy him more as an advanced playmaker as opposed to a deep line playmaker. And right now it's looking like that's the right thing to do. Up top, Brian Donnelly is in good form right now. And on the bench, Tom Heaton, Harry Maguire, Andrew Robertson, Burkai Ozcan, who might leave the club. He's been very disappointing, and he's got red arrows now, which I hate. And also Jordan Ibe, Jonathan Leko, and Radamel Falcao as well. So that is the team. This is the game. Newcastle first match today. Come on, Hull, let's get a big win here and climb up to 10th place. Let's do it. Crazy how it's happened again though. Like, it really is crazy. Deja vu or what? Last season we did the exact same thing as what we're doing right now. We started the season off so poorly on a terrible run where it was looking like relegation was possible, and then mid-season we turn into a totally different team. I don't know what it is about mid-season with this whole team, but we seem to relish playing in the winter. It's really crazy. But once again, it's looking like, I don't want to jinx it, but we're going to be safe once more with little pressure in the final 10 or so games. Probably jinxed it now, haven't I? I've probably jinxed it. Anyway, first highlight of the game comes to Newcastle. It seems no, Carter Vickers with the tackle and Saidi picks it up. And maybe we can get the first chance as the American finds Pedro Obiang. And the former West Ham midfielder finds Kyle Walker-Peters doing alright in Forkier's absence right now, as he plays a couple of 1-2s with Obiang, keeps on going down his right-hand side, finds Gerard Deulofeu, who tries to skip round his man across to the middle. There is Donnelly. Oh, it's off the bar from Brian Donnelly. He's got the goal-scoring touch now. He's in fine form, already got 10 for the season now, and almost making it 1-0 there. Oh, that is not a good way to end the first half. Willie Olivier taken off through injury. Haven't played him that much since he's came in, but there's not been much game time for him to get. But that's a real shame. We'll bring on Jonathan Lako and hope for the best in that regard. But Olivier, that is going to be a big blow to serious injury. You've got the depth, but in terms of his development, that's going to hinder it. So first highlight of the second half, and it comes to us. Deulofeu takes the corner. Flanagan heads it up in the air. It'll come to the sub, Jonathan Lako. Whips it back out wide towards Deulofeu, who crosses to the back stick. Headed down. Lako heads it in, and it's 1-0 to Hull City. Jonathan Lako comes off the bench and gives us the opening goal of the game. Well, Willie Olivier's injury could prove to be a blessing in disguise. 1-0 Hull. Lako's got it. Deulofeu crossing to the back stick. Obiang heads it back into the mix, and Jonathan Lako with the header puts it past the keeper and into the bottom corner. 1-0 Hull. And when you look at the top right now, we are doing so well in terms of the stats. We are dominating possession, we're keeping hold of that ball, and we're not giving the opponents any chances whatsoever. This is how we're playing right now, and we're seeing the benefits. So one more highlight just before full time. It seems as Ozcan's corner is caught by Carl Darlow. I'll not be happy if we don't see out these 3 points. We've played much better. Newcastle have done basically nothing. But if they find an equaliser, I'll be so annoyed. And they could actually be through here, but then Dye makes a tackle and Carter Vickers is there. Come on, man. There's 1 minute of normal time to play. We cannot throw away these 3 points in the game we've had full control over. This game's got to be ours. Come on, Ozcan on the ball. Takes it round one. Gets past the halfway line. Still Ozcan. Back towards Dimov. Can we get a chance from this? Timon through towards Lako. Lako on the ball. Can he get his second goal of the game? He comes inside to shoot. Puts it over the bar. Still 1-0. That should do it. It's going to be another win for Hull. Back-to-back victories in the league. We're moving up to 10th place. And that's it. It's all over. It's finished. 1-0 the final score. We control this game. We played at our pace once more. We are playing some great football right now. We're holding on to the ball well. This is really, really good. And Donnelly may not have scored in this game. That's a shame. He's still camera shy. He's not dropping that nickname until he starts becoming more prolific. The only negative was Olivier's injury, and he's out for 3 to 4 weeks. So it could have been worse. It's not too bad. We've got the depth in that area. And Lako scored coming off the bench for him. So, yeah, good result, that one. Alright then guys, so just for the second game of today's episode, we've got ourselves another youth intake here. Once again, not too many good players to report, but there is one player for the first time in 4 years that could end up being alright, and that's Matty Payne, who is a 6'3" centre-back at 15 years old. He's got 3.5 star full potential ability with one of those stars blacked out. And, I mean, he could be alright. For me, I never really feel that confident unless potential is 4-star minimum. But he still could be alright. High determination to begin with at 17. That's fantastic. And not terrible. And we'll keep our eye on this guy. But I don't expect many great things from him. But I guess you never know. Right now, he's the best we've got. So I guess we've got a grateful for anything. So Matty Payne could be the best youth player that Hull have coming through their academy naturally in the entire save at this rate. Getting good players from your youth intake is one of the most difficult things for me. I really have been improving this team a lot in terms of the youth facilities and the training facilities and the coaching we have. You can see here, I've made it a real focus for me. It always is in FM, improving the facilities here and trying to get the best facilities we can. But it never really changes that much for me. When it comes down to youth candidates, I never seem to ever be able to get like really good ones through the academy naturally. I've got to buy in my own. If anyone's got better advice for me, then do let me know what it is. But I can't seem to work out how to get better youth candidates. Maybe it's a location thing, I don't know. But anyway, second game today, Manchester United away at Old Trafford. Right now they are top of the table and going for the championship, 5 points clear of their Manchester rivals, Manchester City. Manchester rivals, Manchester. Did they call them the Manchester rivals? I don't think so. I live in Manchester, I should know. So second game, Manchester United away. And yeah, let's hope for the best, but I don't really expect much from this game. We'll stick with the same lineup though, and formation and tactics with one change due to Olivier's injury. So this is the team for the game. Raj in goal, back for a time, and Dimov, Carter Vickers and Walker-Peters. In midfield, and Dye and Obiang. Further forward, Lako on the left, stepping in for Olivier. Deulofeu on the right, and Saidi is our advanced playmaker. Brian Donnelly is the lone striker, and on the bench, Heaton, Maguire, Robertson, Ozcan, Snodgrass, Ive, and Falcao. I might actually start Ibe ahead of Delafeu in this game, actually thinking about it, and see what he can do instead of Gerrard. So, second game, United away, not expecting much, hoping for the best. Come on, Hull City. Let's get a big shocking win here. So first highlight of the first half, and unsurprisingly it does come to Manchester United as we'd expect. Morata is through, and the Spaniards put it wide there. Carter, Vickers and Dean both on bookings. Couldn't afford to bring him down and take one for the team. I mean, it would have been off for a straight red card, so it wouldn't have mattered. But it's still 0-0, and that's the only chance of the first half, and I'm very satisfied right now. So first highlight of the second half, and it does come to Manchester United. Diego Costa on the ball, finding Daley Blind. And now Fred through to the Brazilian-born Spanish striker out wide towards Jesse Lingard down the right, who crosses to the back stick. And there is Morata, who's missed an absolute sitter. My goodness, I was about to say made it 1-0, and he somehow headed the ball over the bar. Must have got underneath that one and then some. Dear oh dear, it was about 3 yards from goal. How on earth did he not find the back of the net there? Still 0-0, and that is a huge let-off. But I'm sure with half an hour to go, they'll still got more chances. Got to be tighter defensively. Maybe a chance right here as well. Morata down his left-hand side, taking advantage of Walker Peters out of position. Morata still on the ball, trying to make amends. Crossing to the middle, and Costa says, Alvaro, that's how you do it, son. Puts it into the back of the net from 5 yards and puts United in front. They've played better, they deserve the lead, and they've finally got it. Walker Peters went walkies for this moment here, down his right-hand side, nowhere to be found. Morata crosses and Costa could not miss. 1-0 down. As I always say, when we trail against a big team, I never fancy our chances of getting back into the game. Can I be proved wrong? Hopefully so. Probably not, but there is a highlight here with Pedro Obiang on the ball, finding Jonathan Lako, who loses out to Fred, wins it straight back, and finds Saidi instead. And Saidi taking down by Blind, who's on a booking, and he's off. He's off, and United down to 10 men, and now we may have a chance possibly to get back in this game. I'm going to make some tactical change in a moment. There is a highlight here for United, which is kind of annoying. If they go 2 goals up when down to 10, I will not be happy. I want to make changes and try and exploit the fact they're playing a 4-4-1 now, and their wingers are pushed up. But if United do make it 2, I don't think it will matter, as Jesse Lingard comes inside and shoots and puts it over. Come on, 20 minutes to go. We can still get a point from this. Right, let's try and stretch them out a bit now and play wide. Let's higher our tempo, much higher the tempo. Let's push up in our defensive line. Let's mix the passing up a little bit. Still retain possession though. And let's try and what we really want to do is try and isolate their fullbacks a little bit and force them to drop deep as possible and run at them. So what we might do is try and exploit the flanks a little bit, run at the defence, and I don't see their wingers tracking back much. So what we've got to do is get that ball forward to our wingers as much as possible. So yeah, let's go with that, and let's see if we can make one change here. Donnelly hasn't really had much service. What we'll do is we'll drop Saidi back. We'll take off Pedro Obiang, and we shall go ahead and play a 2-striker formation. We'll play their formation with 2 strikers instead. We'll put Falcao up alongside Donnelly as a complete forward. And we shall see if this works out. Probably not, but you never know. And it's just over 2.5 minutes to go. Still 1-0. We're trying to get bodies forward as much as possible. But United, even with 10 men, look a bit more threatening right now as Jesse Lingard goes down the right and crosses. And there's a second goal. My word. We've gone to a really attack-minded formation. But United have now made it 2-0. And that's the game. I can't believe they're down to 10 men. We should be taking the game to them. Instead, they're wrapping the points up easily. And they're getting the 3 points in this one, no doubt now. Oh man, if they make it 3, I mean, if they make it 3, I will not be happy here. Carter Vickers heads the ball clear, but Fossey Mensah is first to the loose ball. Can United possibly make it 3? Anthony Martial down left. They've got 10 men. Thank you, Raj. They've got 10 men. Come on. One final chance, possibly for a consolation goal, if nothing else. Snodgrass on the ball, back towards Ndai. Come on, let's just reduce the deficit to 1. Donnelly through to Falcao. Falcao to Ibe. Shoots. Puts it over the bar, and that will do it. So, final score, Manchester United 2, Hull City 0. We threw as many bodies forward in the final 20 minutes after Blint's red card, but in the end, could not find a goal to get back on level terms, and instead conceded one and lost the game 2-0. So, calmly, I'll say, I'm far from pleased with what I see from the team. We've fired up and motivated most of the boys, or everyone, I think. And there you go. So, a sad way to end today's episode, a very drab and disappointing 2-0 defeat. We've also lost Obiang to a minor injury as well. When's our next game? Spurs on Wednesday, I think. Yeah, so we'll we'll have playthrough injury, although I never usually play them anyway. And that will do it. So that will end today's episode of our Football Manager series, guys. So big thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. We'll still address the positives to any episode. There are 10 games to go in the league. We are in 10th place right now with 35 points and only 8 points fewer than the amount we got all of last year and the season before that as well. So as things stand right now, we're still on course to finish higher and have more points as well. But we shall end the episode there, and we shall come back with games against. I mean, as things stand right now, we're basically safe. We're feeling safe at least. How many points are we clear of Villa? They've got 21. We've got 35. So 14 points clear and a much better goal difference record. I think we should just come back for the end of the season. I mean, right now it's looking obvious that we're going to stay up with no real problems. We've got a difficult run though. We've got Spurs, Arsenal, and then Liverpool. And if we don't win those 3 games and the teams below us start winning, we could possibly get sucked back into the relegation scrap again. But if not, then we'll come back for the games against West Brom and Reading. So I think that's what I'll do. We'll come back a little bit early if we are really struggling and down the bottom end of the table again. If not, I'll come back for the final episode of the season at home to West Brom and away at Medeski Stadium against Reading. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a fantastic Sunday. Much love to you all. And I'll see you for the next episode in our Football Manager series very soon.